Awesome. Well, happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to the official international launch of Davines Heart of Glass. Are we excited?
Woo,
Yay.
woo, woo.
Yeah, baby. All right. So we are super excited to have you here with Salon Only Sales today. For those of you whom I have not met, my name is Beth Brent. I'm the Davines Business Manager for Salon Only Sales, and we appreciate all of your business. And we are here to share everything that you need to know about Heart of Glass. And joining me today is the illustrious Jeffrey Karen, our Davines brand manager with Salon Only Sales, also a Davines Concept Salon owner, also a sustainable business coach. Jeffrey, I'm going to let you introduce the rest of your crew.
Awesome. Thank you, Beth Brent. You're amazing as always. And you look good too. You look amazing. Here, I'm sorry, guys. I'm letting people in. Okay. Welcome, everybody. We are so excited to launch Heart of Glass. Here today to help me with this launch is Angela Krieger,
Hi guys,
Regional
nice to
Master
see you.
Trainer out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, owner of Era Hair Collective, Hair on Fire Milwaukee Instagram, if you want to follow some amazing things. Okay. I almost swore. Sorry. Anyway, and then Dennis Taylor. Where are you, Dennis?
There, I was muted.
Oh,
Hi.
Dennis is here to help as well. So we're going to go over Heart of Glass with you guys today. And not only Dennis and myself are here, but also you've got Jasmine sitting at the top there, I see. Miss Can of Bleach in her left hand and a paintbrush in the right hand, Jasmine Hoffman.
So I'm sure as we go along, people are going to have questions, and we encourage you to type any questions that you might have in the chat box. We will be answering them as we go along. And of course, at the end, we'll make sure that we cover any questions that did not get answered, and make sure that you are armed and ready to go with Heart of Glass. So whatever blonde you'd like to be, we will stand by you. How beautiful is this packaging? Stunning. So, what blonde would your clients like to be, Jeffrey?
Blonde, blonde, and more blonde.
Yeah, but there's so many different kinds of blondes, right? Everybody has their own ideas of blondes. And we also know that at least one out of every 3 color service that's performed in a salon right now is a blonding service. I would guess for a lot of you, it's more than that, right?
I would say it's literally every client right now, because we're going to be moving into spring. So let's keep that hair strong and healthy.
Absolutely. So what do those blondes look for?
All 3 things right here. Angela, can you help us here, Miss Blonde?
Yeah, so specific, yes, right. Jeffrey kind of put some blonde. If you guys have been following the Facebook page, that the Professionally Speaking Facebook page, you know that we're in the midst of a blonde series right now. And we kind of kicked it off last week where I was Jeffrey's model, and he did a huge blonding service on me. So I think the misconception is that blondes only are bleach blonde. And what Davines is saying as well is that this is for all blonding services, not just your bleach blonde client. So specific for blonde, effective and easy to use products, extra care, damage prevention and repair, color control, and then gentle and sustainable formulas. Of course, it's Davines, so of course you're going to get that. But I think those are the 3 main objectives that we need. But sometimes we're not given that with some brands, and it's amazing that we now have this extra step with Davines to have some extra blonde care. So it's pretty exciting.
So what's new?
This is amazing technology right here. We have the bioacidic bond complex. That's basically our bond builder. Okay. As you know, up until lately, we really haven't had a bond builder because we didn't have to worry about Davines bleach, and we still don't have to really worry about Davines bleach really degrading the hair so it doesn't feel not like hair. And then if Angela wants to take the shield.
Yes, so the bioacidic bond complex and the fortifying botanical shield are 2 patents that Davines has created. And I think that's super important because when we talk about bond builders, like Jeffrey said, we all know the big one and the big ones that are up there that everybody knows about. And the big deal is that that's patent technology that no one else has been able to mimic legally. So Davines said, well, we don't need to mimic that. We can create our own. And quite frankly, the combination of these two is better than that. So the Fortifying Botanical Shield is brand new. None of our other products have that in it yet. So it's natural, multifunctional ingredient from spruce, which we love. And then it's protection from heat and a longer lasting hairstyle. So the biggest question is going to be from everybody, does Heart of Glass have a thermal protector or heat protectant? Yes, it does. And that is pretty awesome and super needed because your blondes just need more protection. And that's including from heat. So, and with the sun hopefully coming soon, we'll need it from that as well.
And then what's the baboa extract, Angela?
So the baboa extract is a botanical alternative to silicones. So that's what gives the products their shine, and it's completely silicone free. So that's obviously very important when we talk about the structure of the hair, but also the environment. So it's strengthening, it's nourishing, and it increases combability. I don't know about you guys, but my blondes, they're usually pretty tangly because especially the ones that you bleach a lot. View definitely helps with that when we're toning with View. But once you use these products, the amount of combability that they're going to get, they're going to want it right away. Like your comb just went right through there.
Yep. Yep. Full of protein, full of fat. Hair loves fat. Hair loves fat. Okay. Jaguar extract is what I'm most excited about. It is a natural bluing agent from a South African tree. Okay. Completely natural, you guys. And I couldn't say it more and more and more. It is completely sustainable. It is a weed. Okay. We just found something to use it for. And that's in our hair color. So we'll talk, or our hair product here. So we're going to talk more about what place this has in the market here on the next screen. First off, its naturality is 83.3 to, hold on, 83.3 to 96.8. That's huge. It's absolutely incredible. Biodegradability. What?
It's almost 100%.
Almost 100% neutrality. Oh, I don't know if I could explain it in this amount of time, what Laura explained to us, what naturality is. It's pretty amazing, actually. I can't even, every time I think they can't get better, they do. And now they have topped it off again. Here we are, 89% to 98.5% biodegradable. That literally tells me, it hits water and it goes back to its natural state. Recycled PET and recyclable plastic. Beth can attest to this morning. We just watched a huge Davines conference, and the biodegradability in the paper, we are already down to 41% plastic in all of our packaging, you guys. That's amazing. In the last since 20, Beth, help me.
2015 was
15.
when it started improving.
In 5 years, we have gone to down less than 50% of our product is plastic. And the rest is all CO2 natural. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but we do a project to offset that carbon footprint. And do we use ocean plastic? Yes, but we use all plastic, not just ocean plastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, so let's talk about some of the main features.
Color, brighten the blonde. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're all coloring. I hope we are right now. Like I said to Angela last week when we were together, I just saw my first set of sandals in the window. So guess what? It's the season. Yes. So everybody wants to be more blonde. I'm seeing it every single day in the chair. I'm getting a question. Hey, all of my next clients who have booked are, I need some lightness. I need some lightness. So guess what? They're going to go home with this. They're going to help me. They're going to help me keep their hair in the head and keep it strong. Go for the next one, Angela.
Yeah, so protection is key, right? Not only with all of our color clients, but our blondes. I mean, we're lifting out color. Now, I hope you guys have noticed that along the way, it has said a couple times, this isn't only for your blondes that you're coloring. This can be for your natural blondes as well. But what kind of hair do natural blondes typically have? finer hair. So they need some extra protection as well. So this is going to be for your clients who are naturally blonde too, not just the ones you're bleaching the crud out of, okay? So protection is key with any type of blonde, natural or chemically treated. So we get the protection of those 2 bond builders, remember our patented technology. So not only is it going to recover damage that's already in the hair, either you created or they created at home, but it's also going to prevent future damaging from happening. So listen, it sets you up for success, that you can actually make them blonder and give them more highlights than you maybe could have before. So I think that's super, obviously, to me, that's the most important part of this is the protection.
Yes, you're definitely right. And then the protection on the way up with the hair protective booster in the lightener. And then of course, we've got another added step. And then on top of it, the conditioning agent, which Angela is right. We just need to be able to comb that hair out without feeling like we're ripping it, half of it off the head as we're doing that with our wet brush. So our conditioning agent, the baboa extract, which of course is fat. Hair loves fat. Okay, here are the line. I'm going to let Beth go into the packaging because.
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously, this is beautiful packaging, and it is a very unique black recycled plastic that we have used, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. And so, why don't we have you guys dive into each individual product?
Okay, here we have the Heart of Glass. This is the Silkening shampoo. Beth, do you have the retail price of this? Isn't it like 30?
It's 34, I believe. I will
Very,
pull it up. I
very
don't have it in
cost
front of me.
effective. Very cost effective. Again, it's a gentle cleanser, just like all of them. If you need something a little more harsh, we do have that available. But it actually nourishes and cleans all at the same time. It's very, very gentle. And again, you can do it as many times as you want. That extract is, the Jaguar is actually in everything. And it's very, very pale. So you're not going to see any type of staining. Okay, there's the shampoo. Angela?
All right. The Heart of Glass Rich Conditioner. So it's fortifying and it's enhancing for blondes, obviously. I love that that's even on there again. So this has the blue extract. And remember, you guys, like Jeffrey said before, it is not a color molecule that's making the blue, right? It's derived from fruit. So it's very natural. It's very mild. So remember, like on the couple screens ago where it said that it's for all blondes, warm and cool. It's not so blue that you're going to turn everybody silver. Right? We don't always want that. Warm blondes have been coming back here for a while. We've been seeing that a lot in the new Davines collections from Tom. So a warmth is, we don't want to get rid of all of it all the time. So please keep that in mind when you're using it. It's not just for your platinum silver blondes. You can use this on your golden blondes as well. And then of course it has the bioacidic bond complex in it. And the, I can never say this word, the baobab extract. Okay. We'll just call it the babe extract. That's what I always see. I see that the babe extract. So this has that protein, that bond builder in it, just in the conditioner. So that's amazing. So of course you're going to get nourishment. It's going to fortify the hair fiber, rebuild the hair fiber. And you cannot over proteinize with this. That's a big question I know we're going to get from you guys is, can you use this too much? No, you cannot. They can use it as their regular shampoo and conditioner or as often as they want to, is what I mean by that. But of course it's going to help illumify as well.
Let's stop here real quick. I just have a question from Hattie, and it will not lighten brunette or red hair. All it will do is enhance that, Hattie. And I was going to say enhance and brighten together.
I like it. I like it.
It's a new word.
It's a new word. Okay. We'll just make the reds brighter. In fact, I left mine for Beatrice to play with while it came before I left. And she said her level 9 was very bright and very clean. She loved it. So
yeah, remember it can't lighten your hair. It's just a brightening, right? So it's going to clarify and help with some tone. But yeah, you're not going to get anyone too light, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yep, you actually, you would be great, Jeanette. Yeah, you would be like super vibrant. It would actually make your hair look kind of angelic. Do we want to say glow? Don't you think? Don't you feel?
Angelic.
That's what we need.
Angelic. It would kind of give you a glow.
All right. Intense treatment. Love this baby. Okay,
so the intense treatment here, again, bioacidic bond complex. This one is going to be like your mask, okay? More elasticity to the hair. Everybody, you guys, we really need the hair to stretch. Again, when you are, again, you've probably done some low lights and then you're highlighting again, and then you're low lighting and highlighting, just like I did with Angela. I mean, with Davines color, we are all indirect color. We are doing very little damage. I'm not gonna lie. With the amount of hair protective booster in our lighteners, now you've got a third step really to take home, so they can take home, and it will help the hair to stretch even more. It needs to, you're round brushing, you're flat ironing, you're doing all that. I just really think this is like an all-in-one. Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heart of Glass sheer glaze. I'm super excited for this one because, as most of you know, we do have a thermal protector with Essentials, right? The Melu Shield that protects up to 430 degrees. So we do have one, but we need more. Let's be honest, especially our blondes. We need more protection. So this is a botanical shield. It has UV filters in it. So thank God this is coming out right before spring and into summer, which will hopefully be here before we even know it, because this is going to be protecting against the sun. So like a sunscreen for the hair, but it also is a thermal protector, meaning that it helps prevent against heat and damage with the heat. So it provides hydration, shine, like right there, it says protects from heat and UV rays. And then it is a film forming. Now, I feel like people get afraid of the word film on the hair because we think of it as a negative thing because we've been taught that for so long. It's not a bad film. It's a protective film on the hair, a protective shield or layer on the hair. It's not going to build up like we would think of a traditional film on the hair. You know what I'm saying? The Italians love the word film. It just means a layer. So that can be whatever layer you want it to be, protective or not. So ours is very good for the hair. In order to protect something, we need to shield it. So it gives elasticity and strength to the hair fiber, but then it also helps extend the length of the blowout. So if you're a blowout queen like I am, I love to give a good blowout. My clients love a blow dry. When we reopened after being closed for 2 months and the thought of like not being able to blow dry was there, my clients were like, what? Like that's one of the only reasons why I come to get my hair done. I'm like, oh, so this is going to help prolong that. So that obviously they're going to love that. And then it'll help aid them in giving themselves a blowout. So how do you use it? Okay. The other three were super easy. It's shampoo and 2 conditioners, a conditioner and a treatment. We know how to do that. But how do we use this guy? So just 7 to 15 pumps on towel dried hair, just like you would apply the all-in-one milk, I'd say. Would you agree, Jeffrey? Just kind of like you can be liberal with it, but you don't have to be like afraid of it or anything like that. Comb through and then just blow them out or follow up with whatever styling products you want to do. My pro tip, anytime we come out with a new styling product, I usually like to only use that on their hair if I can, so that they can see the benefits that they're getting just from that one product and then go from there. Right? So obviously if they have hair that needs extra volume or extra relaxing fluid or something like that, of course you can layer that on, but sometimes with a new product, I personally like to see what it's going to do on its own. So that's my recommendation. And use it on yourself. Use it on yourself.
Angela, do you mind me just making a comment? Because maybe this is a little silly, but I thought when I first saw it, it was a spray, like all-in-one milk. So just a little heads up, it's not, it's a pump.
It's
so,
pump, sorry.
If you spray it on your hair, it's going to go.
So that's true. Sorry, did I say spray? I'm so excited.
No, I think the way it looks, you think it's going to be a spray. So
yeah,
just a heads up.
It's a pump.
Yeah, and I have fairly fine hair. I have a lot of it, but it's fine. So oils typically will feel very greasy. And I used it on my hair today before we jumped on. So it's still very light. And I think my camera's making it look pretty shiny. And Jeffrey put a whole lot of bleach in there last week, like a whole lot. So it's made my hair feel amazing. So and you can use it on wet or dry, correct?
Yep, we're getting some questions here about people wanting to know if you can use it wet or dry. Listen, you guys, the one beauty about Davines, you can use wet or dry all the products, really, quite frankly. So I would recommend trying whatever works best for each client. Is this going to work best for you wet? Is this going to work best for you dry? Whatever your client decides, but there is no wrong way to use this other than, like Beth said, the, oh, and you're wasting it as it's running
I
down.
found the wrong way to use it.
Oh, did it run down your arm? Sad day. Beth was like this. Beth was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'd be
Yeah, did you have my Beth cam on that day or what?
Oh, I did. I can see it right now. So I really think this has taken the place of silkening oil from, if somebody was a fan of the silkening oil from your hair assistant, this is going to be the piece you're going to follow.
I was wondering if you were going to say that because they've kind of been moving those pieces around, right?
They have. And here, I think this is it. Okay.
So do we need to address any other questions?
Look at the questions. I feel like it's been going off quite a bit here.
Yeah, that's great.
Most of them are a lot of shares. Like Hattie learns this morning during the global launch that Beppo is a natural alternative to silicone. You are correct. It's a neat alternative. It's more biodegradable. Like I said, you know, at the launch of a single shampoo and, you know, everything that they do, correct. It is just more biodegradable. Our silicones were naturally derived from sand, so I really didn't have a really big issue with silicone. But, and like Laura said, she wishes she would have invented silicone, but now we're even more biodegradable. Let's see. So,
all right, I'm going to read a few of the questions if you don't mind, and you guys can answer. So Bobby Sue Baker from Eau Claire, she said she should have done a before and after the other day. I had the perfect example of an individual who would need this overprocessed box blonde with very frayed ends, and she left with smooth, shiny, and beautiful blonde. We used everything in the series, and she was over the moon happy. Yay, love that. All right, you guys already answered Hattie's. Is this good for people who are no longer blonde but had previously lightened hair?
I saw that one pop up. I would say yes. Do you agree, Jeffrey?
absolutely.
I mean, listen, guys, there's still blonde under there. There's, especially if they were bleached. And let's be honest, I will attest to this one myself. When you're light and then you go dark, chances are somewhere down the road, you're going to want to go light again. You're just going to revert back, right? So I would get them on this before that happens to set yourself up for success for sure.
Love it. Do you recommend for hair extension clients?
Yes, I am super excited to start using this on some of my hair extension clients. I would love to hear, Jasmine, if you have yet used it. And I know you do a lot of extensions as well. Most of my extension clients are blonde. So I feel like it's going to be a great combination, especially this sheer glaze. I think it's going to be life-changing. And you can use it on any type of extensions. It won't interfere with any bonds or tapes or anything like that.
Love it.
I wonder if Candy, did you use it on your extensions yet, Candy? No. Nope.
All right. Another proponent of baobab extract, Jenna Lundell from Minnesota. She said it's amazing. It's known as the tree of life and it retains a crazy amount of water. And the fruit is super nutrient rich and I use it in my smoothies. I love that. Okay, what are the price points? I'm going to run through these really quick so you guys know. The shampoo retails for $34. The conditioner retails for $40. The intense treatment is also $34 and the sheer glaze is $32. And that seems so super reasonable to me, considering there's that bioacidic bond complex in there.
Yeah, and considering how expensive the packaging looks. Like me and Jeffrey, I don't know, anybody who knows Jeffrey personally knows he loves to shop. Yeah, and not in cheap places. So when I was there last weekend, we did a lot of fancy shopping. And I really feel like looking at this, the packaging looks like things that would be in a high-end store like a Nordstrom or something like that, right? I mean, it doesn't even look like hair products. So the fact when I looked at it and then heard the price of $35, I was completely, someone just said Anthropologie, totally. I'm shocked that it's only $35. And I think
and not only that, I think the aroma is very expensive smelling as well. It's cedar and nutmeg is the top notes of the fragrance, which I think is just lovely. Does this come in back bar sizes? Yes, there are liters of shampoo, conditioner, and intense treatment. How much of the intense treatment would you use?
So I have one here if you guys want to see it. So this is the size of it. It's a little bit smaller. So like Jeffrey has always said in class too, and I copy him from this, the size of the container mimics how much you're supposed to use. So in comparison to the regular conditioner, you guys, which is I think 8 ounces, right? Yeah, almost 9 ounces. The intense treatment, this little guy is about half the size, maybe a little bit more than half. So I'd say about a 2-finger scoop, depending on how much hair you have. For someone like me, a 1 or 2-finger scoop. For those of you who use essentials, I'd say the consistency of it is about the same as the Day conditioner. So or OI, a little bit thinner. It's kind of hard to see on my screen than OI. But honestly, like a small grape size, 1-finger, 2-finger scoop, I'd start with 1 and go from there. It's very slippy. It's not as thick as some of the conditioners that we're used to from essentials like Nunu or even Melu. It's not as thick as that. So you're not gonna need as much. I see Jasmine putting it on her hands too. I'm like, oh, I'm going to save this little bit for my hands. You don't need as much, especially when the hair's wet. A 1-finger scoop, start with that and go from there. Do you agree, Jeffrey?
Do it again. If you need to do it again, do it. But otherwise, it'll just waste it.
Yeah, and comb it through, you guys. Encourage your clients to comb their treatment products through. I am horrible at it myself. And I feel like when I comb product, like treatment conditioners through, I use so much more less, obviously, right? But clients don't think about that kind of stuff. So if you sell combs, like really cool combs at the salon, I'd like package them together or something like that with your treatments to encourage them to use them with it.
Great idea. So a question came up, should we be switching our OI clients over to Heart of Glass?
Great question.
I would combo. I would decide who it worked best for. But I mean, OI is still going to be our hero product. I really think it is.
Yeah.
OI is our luxury space. OI is, people are buying it for that intoxicating aroma. Also the Roku oil, which is exceptionally reparative too. It's just in a different way. I think of OI being more anti-aging in some ways.
Yep.
Whereas this is specific to the needs of blonding clients. Right. Do you guys agree?
I agree. And I think it's a great question because we do have something coming up soon on the comparison to like, where does this fit in? What about Nourishing? What about Nunu and all of our other products that we have geared towards blondes? And that we will talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Let's do a couple more questions though, Beth.
Yeah,
no, I'm going through here.
Okay,
Jeanette, the shine will be great for all colored hair this summer. Price for all. We talked about it. And when do we get our order? Okay. Well, breaking news, Heart of Glass, the first pre-orders arrived at our warehouse just about an hour and a half ago. So they should be shipping out hopefully tomorrow. We'll be kind to the warehouse staff. It's a lot to get out. So those of you that pre-ordered on the first round will be getting those most likely later this week. So yay. And let's see, if the glaze is put on curly to coily dry, is it going to reset the hydrogen bonds if the hair has been set straight? Oh,
No.
So
Moisture.
good question.
Yeah, so it's not a water-based, so you should not have that problem at all. And I, again, used it on mine after I styled mine, and my hair is frizzy, and it did not reactivate. It actually did quite the opposite. It sheared it out more. However, if you have a client that's afraid of that, just have them put it on when their hair is wet, but it won't reactivate your curl.
Great question. All right, let's keep moving then. So this technical guide, just so everyone knows, is available on Davines Pro, which has some great information on it. Basically going through when to use it, how often to use for natural blondes, lightly bleached, and heavily bleached hair. Do we want to go into that, guys?
No, because I think they can read it and they'll seriously.
Pretty simple.
I feel like we've already gone over it, and I really think that people will.
Yeah, I agree.
And we're going to put it on Davines Professionally Speaking as well, so you'll have a reference point there. Because
Absolutely.
You're going to have so many places to find this. You should post that in your back room. Sorry, that's what I do. Post it.
Post it. Jaguar Blue extract. We already talked about this magical fruit.
Amazing.
That's what it looks like. Isn't she pretty?
Yep.
All right. So I think this is where a lot of questions will come up for you guys, for our trainer team. So let's talk about how Heart of Glass is going to fit into our entire Davines family. Kind of came up with the OI question. And so that.
I mean, it's pretty basic. It breaks it down right here for you guys. The benefits of the line, here it is. Shine nutrition control, compatibility, reconstruction or damage. It's basically our bond builder. It's gonna promote shine like no other we ever had. And the biggest thing right here is the anti-yellowing action. It's gonna be slight, but not as much as the Alchemic. Okay, and then a big UV filter, which is really, really popular. UV filter and kind of a little bit of a sunscreen on it from what it's thrown at me here.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So for somebody who really has compromised hair, again, we still have that available. And then for your color support, when you're really looking for heavy duty, here's our Alchemic Silver. You got your shine, your nutrition, your control, the color, and then of course, most of all, the anti-yellow. That is going to be your natural tech. This is not meant to take place of natural tech. We just really need to be straightforward about this, okay?
Yeah, I think, if you've got that blonde and she's like, next step is a haircut because her hair is so compromised, nourishing is still going to be your go-to. If you've got that blonde and you need to cancel out the yellow, Alchemic Silver is still going to be at least an alternating shampoo, and you can alternate that with Heart of Glass, right, guys?
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
So everything has its place.
So Angela, have you shampooed with it?
I did shampoo with it last night.
And what was the lather?
You know what? I'm laughing because I'm not a great one to ask because when I wash my hair, it's so dirty that nothing usually.
Okay, I knew that was going to come out as soon as
But
I
shampooed twice.
Oh, okay.
And the first time it didn't lather a lot. It really did remind me of Essentials, right?
Okay.
Where like my hair is dirty and it didn't lather, but the second time it did.
Okay, good. I'm just curious about that. I haven't had, and people are going to say, what's the lather? I feel like it's going to get a nice, full, luxurious feeling lather.
Yeah, if you don't wait as long as I do.
All right. So real quick, let's talk about, why is Heart of Glass going to be a great addition to your salon's business? Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we are placing this product in our clients' hands and that it's helping you make some money. So we've done a market analysis. I'm not going to read through all of this, but really, I think the important things to note is that Heart of Glass addresses all the needs of your blonde clients. And blondes, especially those that are receiving many, many lightening services, they're more willing to spend a lot more money on their take-home care. They're looking for something, they're concerned about the condition that their hair is in. They're looking for something that's going to brighten their hair color. They're looking for something that's going to protect against damage. And we've added the additional component that we are super natural and super sustainable. So to be able to offer all of those levels and all of those components in 4 simple products, this is really a home run. Again, it's simple. They're specific to your blondes, easy to use. I mean, we filled a class with this, but let's be honest, this is pretty easy stuff, right? And we've got super sustainable formulations and packaging. So it addresses all of those needs of blonde hair. Multifunctional, again. And I wanted to really drive home the fact that we have a ton of additional materials available on Davines Pro. We joke sometimes, Jeffrey and I, that, and I know Angela too, anything that you can find is on Davines Pro. As of this morning, a ton of information was added onto Davines Pro. You're going to find a digital copy of the brochure, the technical guide, a little salon tip guide with some great sales tips on there for you and your teams. But in addition to that, there's already created social media posts that you can customize. There's email blasts already created for you that you can send out to your guests to let them know that you have these great new products from Davines. I mean, just a ton of stuff on there, and it's all fresh and ready for you guys to download. So if for some crazy reason you have not created an account for yourself on Davines Pro yet, please do so because you're going to be blown away with everything that's on there. Also, you're going to receive in-salon communication pieces. Aren't they beautiful with a lot of the imagery that we're using with Heart of Glass? So pretty.
Amazing.
Amazing. Just some pretty pictures of how Heart of Glass can look on your shelves. Look how clean that salon is. It's so pretty. I like how they've placed it near essential hair care. I've seen it next to single shampoo as well. It looks really beautiful too. Here we go. Where you want. It's beautiful. Here's a standalone display just to give you some inspiration and ideas for your salons.
I definitely think
I
salons,
love
yeah, salons should take the chance when it first launches to really, how do I want to say, premiere it in its own
I was
little,
gonna say feature it.
little spot.
Yeah, I recommend a standalone point of purchase display, drawing attention. Every client wants to know what's new, right?
What-
Don't they ask you that all the time? What's new? What do you have? What's
Every
going on?
What's
Yeah.
new?
So let's make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
And I think, were there any other questions, guys?
I did see a comment from Mr. Dennis that I thought was interesting, and I didn't catch it on the meeting this morning, about the packaging, that Maria Victoria said that it was inspired by kimonos. I didn't hear that this morning. So the packaging is inspired by kimono fabric. So I think that
I
is
love
super
that.
cool.
I missed that too.
Yeah, she said the label specifically, the inspiration was from a kimono fabric.
So cool.
I love that. Story behind everything for Davines. I just love it.
So Jeffrey, tell everybody why they should change. They should join your Facebook page.
Well, here's the deal. First up, I'm there.
Oh boy.
I'm
Oh,
kidding.
Oh, boy.
Literally, I kid you not, everything. We talked to everybody. We talked to every single person. Again, Beth was on the call this morning. One of the things that I really want people to know is Angela, Dennis, and myself and the trainers, we are the connectors. We are your link to the company. And it's very important. It's always been really important to me to say, I know I don't have that information, but I know where to find it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the most important reason right there to join the Facebook page. There's nothing worse than being with a brand and you're floating out there thinking, I've not gotten an answer in 6 months. I've asked 50 times. It is, and again, the frontline preview this morning with Davines, with all the changes going on and the growth. You guys are going to need some people to connect with and stay connected with. And Angela, Dennis, myself, and as well as you, Beth, we are fully connected to the company.
Yeah.
It is my right arm. It's Angela's left arm. And together we
we're
make
in the middle.
So
Well,
let's just say that is really one of the most important reasons for me to join the Facebook page.
And if I could add to that too, I don't think I could say it better, but I do want to add, to be perfectly honest, there's a lot of social media, and I'll keep it specific, Davines social media to sort of sift through. And to sift through what's real information and information that has been brought from Davines and like real answers to questions. And we found a need for some sort of social media link when we use Facebook, our Facebook page, to really give you guys the correct answers, like Jeffrey's saying, not only a link to Davines, but the correct link to Davines. We love that when people put questions out there on social media, on some of the other forums, that dozens of people want to give their answer to that question, and that's awesome. But we want to give you the real answers from Davines, technical, the right answers, and then you can do with what you want. So we just wanted to be able to give you guys a tool to be able to ask a question and get the real answer, how it's actually going to work, what the actual ingredient is, and so on and so forth, instead of everyone's sort of opinion of what that is. And not that opinions aren't great, but we just wanted to be able to give that to you on something a little bit more direct, if that makes sense. So,
or get you the person who can.
Exactly.
Yeah. So please, ask any question on there. There are no dumb questions, and we truly mean it, because I promise you, if you have that question, there's 20 other people on that page that are wondering the same thing. So
that's absolutely true. There's probably, yeah. I mean, I didn't even think about that. If you have it, other people have the question.
Yeah. Yeah. So we
So
appreciate
please share-
everybody.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Angela. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Please share your guys' work. We've seen a lot more of that lately too. We'd love to be able to see what everyone else is doing out there and share your formulas and your pictures. And also moving forward from today, share your experiences with Heart of Glass. Some of you are going to get it sooner than others, and we would love to be able to see those before and after pictures or just what your experience is, so we can share that with our clients, because we're now all going to learn about it together. You guys are the first ones hearing about it today, so please share.
Love it. Well, I think that wraps it up, and I hope you're all excited to play with Heart of Glass and share it with your clients. And we sincerely thank each and every one of you. Thank you, Jeffrey, Angela, and thank you to the entire trainer team. We love you. And thank you to our Salon Only Sales Davines salon partners. You guys are the best. We appreciate you so much and really appreciate you taking this time with us today. And we will be recording this class, or we did record this class.